Hey, welcome! I'm going to be ranking the top 25 demon list by the fifth set of 5 seconds played in reverse. So this video is going to be very janky, or at least the audio will be. And I apologize ahead of time for the low quality videos and low quality microphone. I don't have much. So I hope you enjoy. Let's just get straight into it with Thinking Space 2. I do quite like the song. It's not with reversing audio. Many of the times it's messes with it, which we'll most certainly hear in some of the later ones. So I would say this is A, maybe even S. I will perhaps go back to that. So Flame Wall. There is the bad audio I was talking about. With the piano, it has something going for it. So I cannot put it in D tier. I will put it in C because the piano has some semblance of just anything. But there's nothing else going on for it. Amethyst. Amethyst. There was a lot going on there. I don't know what to do. I feel like it's better than Flame Wall, for sure. But I don't know if it's B tier. Let me replay that. Because it has some melody, but there's so much going on. I don't think I can put that in B. I'm going to have to put that above Flame Wall, but still in C tier. Now into Tidal Wave. It's actually still kind of similar to the original song. Obviously a little messed up, but and I think that part of the song is already not great. So I'll put that in B. It's not as good as Thinking Space was, but it's definitely not as bad as these two are. So I'll do B for Tidal Wave. Now Orbit. Oh no. Once again, actually, I was kind of surprised here. It is not as bad as I thought it would be. I say this one goes below Tidal Wave and in B tier, but not C tier. It's very close, I think, but it's not bad enough to be a C tier. No escapes. The song for No Escapes is actually quite good. I might even compare that to Thinking Space. That versus this. Okay, they have very different vibes going for them, of course. And I think the reversal is much more obvious in No Escapes. So I'm going to put that A tier, because I do think it's good, but below Thinking Space. And I think because of this, I might... Yeah, I'm bumping Thinking Space up to S tier. Quantus processing. How lovely is this going to be? I don't think it can get much worse than that. You can really hear the reverse. There's not much melody or anything going on. This is gonna have to go in D, unfortunately. Yeah. On to Booba Wamba. This one's interesting. It's very simple already, that part of the song. And there's a little bit of the reverse that you can hear, but not much. But the song itself doesn't have too much to show for it. I hesitate to put it high C tier. And low B still feels like a little high. So I'm gonna put it low B for now, but I will see where it's placed later. On to Every End. So you can hear the reverse really profusely there. However, I feel like it fits the vibes. If you replay that, the reverse is consistent. It's not kind of random like the others. So I feel this goes maybe above Booba Wamba. Yeah, that's going above Booba Wamba. But certainly not above Orbit. Now to Penumbral, if that's how you pronounce it. Penumbral. I actually quite like that. It sounds like an actual song, I think. And not even a bad one, actually. I think this goes below Nullscapes. If I go play Nullscapes again. That's going above Nullscapes, honestly. I'm really hesitating putting it in S tier, but it might go there. But I feel like Thinking Space 2 is already like low S tier. It's not a strong S, it's a weak S. So I'm gonna keep it high A for now. While we go to Silent Clubstep. Yeah. Yeah, that's a rough listen. That's the lowest one so far. Let's just go on to Andromeda. I don't know. I don't know about this. I feel like it's not terrible. But it's not exactly good. Let me check Flame Wall. It is better than Flame Wall. I think it's high B. Or whatever it was. High C. High C. Yeah, it's definitely better than those, actually. Not by much. But I think it places above Amethyst. Now to Subsuming Vortex. I think that's a very unlucky part of the level. Because there's really not much to work with. There's not so much going on like in these ones, and it's not terrible like these, so I'm going to put it low B, maybe even above Bubawamba. But there's just not enough going on to really tell whether it's good or not. You get what I'm saying? Let me go back to Bubawamba. It's staying below Bubawamba, I think. Anathema, we'll see about Anathema. I am curious about this one. I think it would actually be better if there were no words here. I don't know. I don't know if the words add to it or take away from it. Because it's definitely not C tier. No way. I think it's somewhere in B. But there's just not much we can do about it. Let's check titles. Tidal wave and orbit too. So I think I'm moving every end up. This one, yeah, that's a good B tier actually. Anyway, Anathema. I think it's middle B. I think in between Tidal Wave and Orbit is good for this song, or level, I suppose. Ashley Wave Trials. This one has promise, I believe, because it's quite a simple song, especially in the beginning parts. I was wrong. I was really wrong. That is... okay. That... Let me go back to Silent Club Step. That might be worse than Silent Club Step. Yeah. Oh. Man. That was hard. Let's just go to Avernus. Okay, we can work off this one. There's not too much going on. You can hear the reverse, which is not great, but it's... it's not bad, which is what we're looking for. I do think it is better than Tidal Wave, if we go back there. Maybe not. No, Tidal Wave is still better than that. I think it's better than Anathema, and I'm gonna actually do that. Because I don't think Anathema is quite as good as Orbit, though it is close. B tier, yeah, everything is going in B, bro. Let us go to Acheron. This one might be terrible. Okay, the beginning was not great, but after the middle, the last part kind of carries. Because that part's terrible. But there is not too bad. So I think high C, I can't ignore the front half. But the latter half makes it so it's not D tier. So I think it's high C. On to Spectre. Yeah, The reverse here is really not great. You can tell really a lot. I think I'm going to put it high D tier, above Quantus, but not too low, because it's not terrible. It's just really not good. In fact, no, I don't think I can argue that being C. Let me check Amethyst. Wait. Amethyst, Flame Wall. Okay, maybe it is actually C tier. I don't know where I am. Oh no. Here. Oh no. There. Okay, basing off these ones, I'd say it is above Flame Wall and Amethyst. Yeah. I think this is the best one so far. It's really simple. It's kind of like Nullscapes, which is an A tier, but it's really simple. I like it. The reverse noises are very faint, and they match the song when you can hear them. Similar to Thinking Space, too. And I think it's better. So I'm going to replay Thinking Space. They're very soft. It's a very soft difference. Menace is a lot softer than Thinking Space, but I feel it's sort of angelic, and I like that personally more than Thinking Space 2. So I'm going to put this in S tier above Thinking Space 2. And we're going to Abyss of Darkness. Okay, the piano is very good, but um the piano is very good, but the reverse noises are a little bit too much. So I'm putting this high B tier because of the piano, but everything else kind of pushes me away from it. Let me go back to Every End. It might be below Every End, honestly. Yeah. It'll go higher than Tidal Wave, but before Every End. Yeah. Now we are on Defeated Circles. This song, before reversal, is very good. So let us see reversed. Fifth set of 5 seconds. I don't know about that. It's not bad. The reverse makes sense here. So it might go low A. Cause versus here. I don't know. Because I feel if I put this here, then I have to raise these two because it's really close. So I'm going to put this, it's better than Abyss and Every End actually. But it's not A tier quite yet. Oh, this is, what is this? Tunnel of Despair, or whatever. This one, I feel I can safely say is A tier, maybe above Nullscapes. Because it's you can't hear the reverse sounds. There's those weird clicks, but this kind of sound like bugs, but otherwise, it's good. It's not bad at all. It's pretty good. And then Nullscapes. It's uncanny. That's what it is. I do believe it is better than Nullscapes, though. I do not know which one is penumbral. I cannot lie, and I'm sorry. But I do believe it is better than Nullscapes at least. So now we are on to Kyoki, however that is pronounced. I'm sorry if that is wrong. That's pretty bad. Man, that might join D tier better than Quantus if I check Quantus processing. Cause I don't know. It's just not great. Yeah, it's better. Wait, is it even better than that? It's definitely worse than that. I remember Silent Clubstep is pretty bad. I'm actually going to bump that up. That is not as bad as I remember. So that is above Amethyst, for sure. Yeah. I like what it's at so far. Based after based. If I can find it. Okay, this one, you can hear the reverse, but it's not really that bad. It kind of matches the song. And speaking of the song, it's kind of like a normal song. So it's not A. It can't. I cannot agree with it being A, but I can agree with it being a high B, maybe below Defeated. Let me check this. I'm gonna have to put it above Defeated Circles. And if I check Nullscapes, yeah, it's not quite an A tier, but I am putting it the highest B tier there is. Now on the final song, Subterminal Point. For the final one, I do believe we can put this. Man, I don't know. It's similar vibes to Defeated Circles, but the reverse is not quite as strong. So I think I'm fine putting it above Defeated Circles and below Based After Based. Because everything else, it's just not. It's not A tier. I don't think it's A tier. And Ashley Wave Trials, bro. Like, where is that? Somewhere around here, right? Yeah. I might even like. Can I make another tab specifically for how bad Ashley Wave Trials is? I think I can, but I don't know how. So, otherwise I would make a tier for Ashley Wave Trials. Yeah, that's my rankings of all of the top 25 levels in the Geometry Dash Demon list based off the song, uh, based off of every fifth set of 5 seconds played in reverse of the song. I hope you enjoyed. Again, I'm sorry for the terrible quality, but I hope you enjoyed. The horrific noises we heard. And I am actually quite surprised. I am quite surprised about the outcome. I was expecting way more in C and D, but most of them were just B tier. But again, thank you for watching, if you are or did. Thank you for watching, if you did watch, and have a good day.